We get into our engineering resins, starting with the most popular family in this category, tough and durable. This family has Tough 1500 and Tough 2000, which both saw mechanical and aesthetic improvements last year, marked by their version 2 release. Simultaneously, Tough 1000 was released as the successor to Durable, which will be sunsetted at the end of May of this year. The reason these engineering resins are so popular is because they closely mimic common industrial thermoplastics, while maintaining the high resolution and accuracy of the GP resins. Tough 1000 represents the pliability of high-density polyethylene. Durable is comparable to polyethylene. Tough 1500 and polypropylene have similar properties, and you get the ABS equivalent stiffness with Tough 2000. You'll want to use these materials if you are printing functional prototypes, models, and any myriad of factory floor support applications. Southern Ocean Subsea builds undersea ROVs that incorporate Tough 2000 parts that are waterproof rated to depths approaching 2,000 feet deep. The ability of Formlabs printers to produce Tough 2000 parts that are watertight, strong, and dimensionally accurate enough to form tight seals is what makes this possible. Add to that rapid iteration and production that's far faster than traditional manufacturing, plus design freedom that reduces the number of parts and assemblies, means that exploring the underwater world is faster, cheaper, and easier than ever. Another engineering resin family, Rigid, contains the two glass-filled resins that are purpose-built for high loads and high temperature environments. These two resins are Rigid 4000 and Rigid 10K. The numbers at the end here referring to each material's tensile modulus in megapascals. The enhanced stiffness you get from these materials over Tough 2000 allows you to venture into far more demanding applications. If you need a high temperature resistant fixture to withstand the harsh environment of welding, then take a page out of Red Oak Fabrication's book. They use Rigid 10K weld jigs that have held up for 2,000 and even 3,000 welds, some of which have survived all this plus being dropped. Compared to machining, they saved 90% in costs and weeks of lead time. And if you need injection molds for low to mid volume production runs of ABS or polypropylene parts, for example, then consider doing what Multiplus did. They printed Rigid 10K molds for use in a master unit die to shoot 100 parts for their customers to complete design validation, ultimately cutting enormous costs and lead times compared to the traditional intensive multi-axis machining process. For successful printing, be mindful of the tracked resin lifetime for you Form 3 and 3L users. Both rigid materials aggressively wear down the tank film such that tanks dedicated to these materials need to be replaced after 75 days of resin exposure or 250 hours of printing, whichever comes first. Also, the glass particles contained within the resin will wash off into the wash bucket of the Form Wash and Wash L. So either consider a new wash bucket for rigid parts, or be sure to hose down non-rigid parts with a squirt bottle of solvent after their wash cycle completes to avoid any of that white residue depositing on surfaces. Moving away from the resins that produce stiff parts, we have the flexible and elastic family, whose three constituents are adept at producing flexible, compressible, stretchable parts. These three resins are Flexible 80A, Elastic 50A, and Silicone 40A, and their alphanumeric characters at the end there represent their shore hardness, where a higher number equates to a stiffer material. Here you can see where each of the three resins' shore hardness compares to common flexible and semi-flexible polymers. Because of their unique properties compared to all other resins in the Formlabs material library, these resins are great for seals, gaskets, consumer wearables, and any applications requiring some pliability and elasticity. HGM Automotive Electronics started using Silicone 40A to print seals for their aftermarket, low-volume electrical connectors. After passing environmental testing in the high-temperature engine bay, exposed to all manner of common car fluids, HGM's new product offering allowed them to reduce lead time by 90% and costs by 98% compared to outsourced injection molding. Now, unlike the previous materials, the flexible and elastic resins have a few points to consider for optimal 3D printing. First, Elastic 50A's high elasticity means you need to be mindful that larger prints and the quest for high dimensional accuracy may come with some difficulties. While curing in the form Cure or Curel, Elastic 50A should be submerged in a glass container of water. Now, Silicone 40A being even stretchier and softer than Elastic 50A, means its workflow has some additional deviating points, including only being available on the smaller desktop Form 3 and Form 4 printers. Also, a dedicated build platform and resin tank are required for Silicone 40A to avoid print failures. For washing, you need a mixture of 80% IPA at 99% concentration or higher and 20% N-butyl acetate. And if the odors of N-butyl acetate are a bit annoying for you, there is an ultrasonic cleaning option that uses IPA. And like Elastic 50A, you want to submerge the parts in water while curing. And everything that I've just mentioned, plus further details on these workflows, are included on the Formlabs support site.